Welcome back. We may or may not have missed last week.
We definitely missed last week. We fucked up.
Sorry, guys. But we're back and we're better than ever. And honestly, the next few months is going to be madness. So we're going to have to be on top of our game.
Yeah, we definitely forgot to record last week, but that's okay. We're recording right now. It's Monday night. Going to post this Friday because I'm also going to be out of town this weekend. So it's going to be hard to catch up.
Yeah, but we're doing the best we can with what we got. And then this week for our drink of choice, we got sent these energy drinks. They're called Omeza. They're actually local here in Arizona. We have yet to try them. So
this is the strawberry kiwi.
And this is peach. 180 grams of caffeine, and it's Monday at 9:30.
Ooh.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, this one's actually not bad.
I like this one.
Here.
I love like strawberry kiwi flavored everything.
Morgan tried the original one, and we don't really know what flavor it was, but wasn't a fan, so.
Oh, I like, surprisingly for a peach, actually, that's pretty good.
Oh, I think I like the peach one best.
I'm not a peach person, but.
Really? I love peach high noons.
No, I could also drink this and literally still go to bed in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like 180 milligrams of caffeine.
0 sugar, 0 calories.
B vitamins, A vitamins.
Huh.
Omeza, quack and get quacking.
Quack and get quacking, baby. It's vegan, so you know it's good. GMO free.
Oh, I definitely like this one.
Yeah. I don't know
With
if
a
this
little
is a good
vodka
thing
in
that
there.
Yeah. Honestly, I might save this for a little mixed drink.
This week, we're just going to do like a little catch up. Obviously, we missed last week. It was my birthday. Maddie went to LA this last weekend. I don't know what I did this last weekend.
We talked about your birthday, did we not?
Not the after fact of my birthday.
Yeah.
Right?
It was,
we talked about that before.
yeah. It was quite the weekend. We didn't
just
stop.
Drink, 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 and drink.
Yeah. We started Friday and then all day Saturday, and then we finished at Toca on Sunday.
Friday night was when we went out, though.
No, Friday was when we went to the donkey place. Just me, you, and Cole and the kids.
The donkey place?
Yes, they had donkeys all over the walls in Cave Creek. It was like kind of mediocre.
Oh, the spotted donkey.
Yeah.
For dinner. I was like, we saw real donkeys? I was so confused.
No.
This is how bad my memory is. I literally don't know what I did a week ago. Yeah, we went to the spotted donkey in the Boulders. Friday night, came home, went to bed. Saturday, we went to brunch at Little Snitch. We went to Isabella's for a drink, which I want to do that again. It was so nice.
Oh my gosh,
go
it
sit
was
outside.
so
Beautiful. The kids could run around.
It
Cole
was
met us there.
93 today in Arizona already, guys, and I'm so not ready. So we're just going to keep
hot.
wearing hoodies until we can't wear them any longer.
Yeah. Then after Isabella's, we went to Oso, and everyone met us there, and we let the kids play in the arcade. It was so fun. And then I got
pretty buzzed
there, and then we went to State 48, and Maddie was like, give her a double, and I was like, took one sip of it, and I was like, oh my god, if I drink this, I'm gonna actually die.
I can't even remember ordering you that, because that
you
was
were
the
like, make
double.
it a double, and I was like, oh,
we got you a double at Oso too. Well, it wasn't
an
really,
accidental double. I took a sip, and I think I was just drunk enough, like, to where you can't taste alcohol, and I took a sip of my Moscow Mule, and I was like, there's no alcohol in this. And then Cole took it back to the bartender, and she was so pissed. But yeah, that fucked me up.
Then I got her another double.
I didn't drink the second one.
No.
And then we got home, and
Morgan didn't even remember going to ice cream after that.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, and then we got home.
And then I threw up at midnight.
Woo!
I woke up
27, baby.
I was like, thank God I could still sleep for 8 more hours, and I didn't wake up till like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was completely fine. It was amazing. I didn't even have anxiety.
I had to work the next day.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I worked Sunday and then met them for Toca, which was so good.
It was so good. I was a little disappointed in my salad, which was like, I have hair on my lips.
That
was a main reason I wanted to go there, and my salad was very mediocre.
Yeah.
It just wasn't like dressed enough.
It wasn't hitting like it normally does.
But we'll go back again.
Yeah.
It was delicious. But
so that was your birthday weekend, and then we went into last week where Morgan and my dad actually shared the same birthday. So my dad just turned 70, and so I went to LA this last weekend. And I flew in Thursday after work. Friday, I went to Kelsey Ballerini with my sister, which was my birthday gift. And it was so, so good. Oh my God. It's just crazy because the first time I saw Kelsey was the summer of June 2023. So this was like 6 months prior to my wedding. And I just remember very much crying to every song.
I've never been to one of her concerts.
And like it was like when Kelsey was going through her divorce, and it was just like very emotional, and like she was still healing, and then going to the show, you know, 2 years later, almost, yeah, and she's like healed now, and it's like, and I feel the same way, and it was just like a whole different experience, but like in a good way. So that was Friday. I'm actually going to again to the concert tomorrow in Phoenix with another friend. But then my parents came in on Saturday. I was extremely hungover. The stupid freaking Cutwater margaritas. Because every time I go to a concert, they're like 12%. So I'm like, okay, I'll save some money if I get, you know, higher alcohol margarita versus like a
terrible idea
5% beer. Because I'm like, I want a little buzz. No, I drank 2 of them. I was so hungover. And I didn't get up to like 11 basically the next day. And then we had to do a full day experience with my dad. We went to this is funny.
Did you get to drive a Porsche?
No, it was a grand to drive. And then they were sold out. So we just ate and watched people drive.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But we like surprised my dad with going to the Porsche track because he has like a Boxster Porsche he's obsessed with. And he thought we were going to the horse track.
Oh my God.
For the full hour drive that we're stuck in this car, and I'm hungover and nauseous in the backseat with my mom, and it's like bumper to bumper traffic. And I was like, he's like, yeah, like the horse tracks are always fun. And we're like, no, Dad, we're going to the Porsche track.
Oh my God.
So I had octopus for my first time. Have you ever had octopus?
Yeah, calamari.
No, that's like, those are like squid. Those are like baby octopus deep fried. Like a tentacle.
Yes, I've tried that.
Yeah, it was so good. It was like,
I feel like that's something you would hate.
I know. And I was so anti it. And I was like, let me just give it a try. Because the guy was like, this is the best octopus you'll ever eat. So tried that. I thought I had something funny to say. I forget. Whoops. This is what happens when you record late. So yeah, that was Saturday. And then we went back and went to dinner. Again, driving in LA is awful.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Yeah. There was a car and I saw that it was in like Los Angeles, and I like looked up to drive there to get it, and it was like 8.5 hours during traffic. And I was like, no, literally it's a 5-hour drive. It should not take that long.
It was 14 miles and it took us an hour.
Yeah. I could never live there.
I'm like, absolutely not. So that was Saturday, and then I stayed till Sunday, went to brunch with my cousins, and my dad flew out. My mom drove back to the desert, and then I flew out that night, got back here, went to work today. It was crazy. And then my mom's coming back this weekend.
Yeah, she's going to come stay here.
I know.
I'm so sad I'm not going to be here.
I know.
It'd be fun.
Well, if you come back Saturday.
We should hopefully be back Saturday night. That's my plan.
Okay.
We're leaving.
She's probably leaving Sunday, so maybe you'll see her.
Yeah. I leave tomorrow to go to Kentucky, Louisville. I don't even know.
Louisville,
Kentucky. Cole is there. He left on Saturday. We're going for like a huge truck show. So him and Tommy drove out Saturday morning. And yeah, I did not want to drive out there. Obviously it takes like 2 days to get there driving. I think it took, they got there literally this morning.
They put like a Peterbilt on a Peterbilt with a Jeep.
Yeah. I'm like our Jeep on the flatbed, and then the trailer, and then Cole's Peterbilt behind it, and then they unloaded it. So like we're showing 2 trucks technically, one Cole's truck with the flatbed, and then Tommy's truck just as like a bobtail. So they're there. I will go there tomorrow. I upgraded my ticket to first class because I was like, I have
Bougie
no
bitch.
kids. I used my credit card points. I was like,
okay,
how stupid. Like I have all of these points. I need to use them. So I was like, okay, upgrade first class. I've never flown first class.
Oh my God. You're going to be like taking these videos. Yeah. You're like, I'm on my 3rd mimosa.
I literally leave here tomorrow at 3:25, and I don't get to Louisville or Louisville, however you want to say it, until 12 in the morning. It's going to be horrible. 3 tomorrow.
Oh.
3:25 tomorrow, and I land there because there's a layover in Dallas, and then I land there.
It's so you have first class both
difference.
flights?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It'd be so fun. I'm going to be editing this podcast literally on the flight. Literally. And then, we'll get there, and we'll be there till Saturday, and then head home. My parents are going to watch the kids, and I'm so excited for them to come here, and they haven't been here in a while, so they're excited to see the kids. So yeah. That'll be fun. But other than that, I on Saturday or Sunday went and hung out with a new friend. She has 2 little kids, so the kids literally ran around all day. It was so much fun. And it was like nice to hang out with another mom who like we're literally the same person. It was so weird. It was nice to hang out with someone with kids and just sit and talk and hang out. I'm like, as a mom, it's so hard to find mom friends that just want to like sit and chill and do nothing. Like I literally miss that so much about like before having kids. It was so easy to just grab someone and go do something.
Yeah.
So it's like someone who's like in the mood to just do whatever is so nice.
Well, I feel like Sid, like, back at home is like that friend for you.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been so hard being here without her. And now she has her 2 kids. And like,
I
feel like it's someone you
seeing
crave.
all my friends at home have kids and they like all get together and I'm like, oh my God, this sucks.
And it's like, I feel like you have started to like accumulate like friends here, but I don't know. I feel like those were like more like childhood friends now having, like, I don't know. I just think it's different.
I just like known them longer, and like everyone here doesn't have kids yet, and like some of them do, some of them don't. So
some of them are living in your casita.
Never
nowhere close to children.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's all right.
That's okay. So Sunday when I had brunch with like my like aunt and my cousin, like cousin's wife. So she's like now my married cousin. Is that what you call him? Cousin-in-law?
Cousins by marriage.
Cousin-in-law. Cousin by marriage.
Yeah.
I was
your boy cousin's wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One of my 12 cousins.
Oh
but God. The whole time I was just so anxious because I was just so worried, like, one, that they hadn't watched the podcast, or maybe they had watched the podcast, and like none of my family really knows.
Well, you like went to weddings while you were divorced.
I went to their wedding and just played it off like my ex couldn't make it.
Yeah.
And so then I sat and I talked to my therapist about this for like the last 3 sessions. She was like, okay, well, like, just say it. Like, just sit down, say it, and like get over with it. And I feel like that's something, just like a lesson in my life that I feel like I have to just like continue to work on, because I feel like I will fester in a problem and like just think of every worst case scenario in my mind instead of just
that bad.
Just having that conversation. I'm like, if I just have the conversation, then I get it out of the way and I move on. And it's like I say it and everyone's like, no, like, oh my God, that's so brave of you, like everyone's so supportive. But every like tough conversation in my life, I just let it fester. And I feel like that's part of my like
I think that's probably everybody. I mean, I even do that, and I'm not type A at all.
No, true.
But
I don't know. Like, I guess I'm like a worrier in that sense. So, like, but there are people that are so like, what's the word? Like, they don't even think before they speak. They just go for it. And I feel like that would be worse, because like then you regret saying things that you wish you would have thought about longer.
I've done that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're more on the side of like, I'm just gonna like address this right now and no shits. And I'm like, I hate conflict, and like I will avoid those tough conversations. But I'm really working on just like letting it happen sooner, because then I don't think about the worst case scenario.
Cole literally called me and was like, Bubba J said that people are like breaking into cars here. And I'm like, oh great, so we're like in the ghetto. And he's like, no, I don't know where our house is versus where his house is, but last night they watched someone break a window on someone else's car. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm like, just leave the Jeep unlocked. I don't even want to deal with it being broken. They can take what's not in it. But stressed. I'm like,
I don't know anything about Kentucky.
Neither do I. I mean, they do like the Derby there or whatever, but
the Kentucky Derby. Yeah,
that's not there obviously right now. But I was like looking up on TikTok like best places to go or like best things to do. There's like a PBR bar, which will be like super fun. Yeah. I'm like excited we're not bringing the kids, but I'm also going to be super bummed because I think I'm going to be so bored. Yeah. Like,
I don't really know what you do at truck shows.
Yeah, you sit and you do nothing.
I like couldn't imagine.
It's so boring. They're so boring.
Good thing you're flying first class.
Yeah, no, they're so boring. I'm going to try to find like a Pilates studio or like somewhere that I could go every day, because I'm going to be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days. So
let's be honest, Morgan will be booking a flight home Friday. She says
I'm gonna
Saturday.
Miss the kids. I literally this morning looked to move my flight to Thursday, and I was like, I could just leave here Thursday, get there Thursday night, but then I'm like, I'm literally there for one day. That's such a waste. I wouldn't even go at that point, but I'm going to leave tomorrow and it'll be fine.
I wonder if it is ghetto.
I have no idea.
Yeah. You'll have to give us the review on Kentucky.
I will. I'll do like a mini podcast there with the boys at the truck show.
Yeah. The only thing I know about Kentucky is this guy that I'm talking to is from Kentucky.
Oh my gosh. You need to ask him if we are in the ghetto.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe
he'll send him a text.
I got a new car today. I'm so excited.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Well, no, that wasn't the funny story, but
I'm so excited. We took it on a little drive down to the mailbox, and Kaysen's all, this is awesome.
Yeah, this thing went 90 miles per hour in 3 seconds.
It's so fun.
And it has back massagers in the seats.
Yeah, I could, and they actually work. Like,
yeah, I'm like, this is a road trip vehicle if I've ever been in
most
one.
cars that have the massage seats that I've ever been in, it just like touches your back, but these ones like actually can get in there.
Yeah, like you might be getting a pedicure, like at the nail salon. That's how it feels. Except for it's like, you know, at the nail salon.
Yes, you're like literally moving.
I'm like,
your
oh my
shoulders
god.
around.
I'm like, am I that bony?
Sometimes
like,
I leave there and I'm sore.
Same. I'm like, holy crap, my shoulder blade just got slammed for the last 30 minutes.
Oops.
I hope that wasn't that loose.
No, it wasn't, because when I was talking, yeah, no, it's fine. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out. This might have not been working this whole time.
Oh, lordy.
Anyways, got a new car. I love it. It's
Tahoe's
so cute.
gone.
Yeah, thank God. That was a lemon and a half. The motor blew up at like 56,000 miles. I had to get the whole motor replaced. Then we got in a car accident like 2 weeks after I got it back. And then I got home and I was just like, this thing has bad juju. I want to get rid of it right now. So now we have a little fun, smaller car.
It's so crazy. I like pulled up and like the garage was open and I was like, this car looks like a sedan compared to like
so
they
small.
always just have like the most massive cars between like the Jeep and the truck.
I've
and then
never
your
had like
Tahoe.
a small, like, well, not never. I had a Hyundai Sonata. That was like one of the first cars I had, but
You also had a Volkswagen Bug.
I did. My first car was a Volkswagen Beetle. I begged my parents for this stupid fucking car, and me and two of my girlfriends, we had three of them, two white ones, and mine was black. And it was so ghetto. Literally, I brought it home on my 16th, or the week after my 16th birthday. And me and Cole plasti dipped the rims black, spray painted the front of it, because the week after I got it, I got in a car accident. I rear-ended someone on the freeway. Going to buy a pregnancy test, mind you. At 16 years old, I was like convinced I was pregnant like every time I had sex. I was on my way to Kmart, literally Kmart in Santa Rosa, going to buy a pregnancy test before school because I hadn't got my period yet. And I got in a fucking car accident.
I don't think I took my first pregnancy test till I was 27.
I had it engraved in my brain that like if I had sex, I was gonna get pregnant.
See, I'm more of the like stance of like out of sight, out of mind. Just hope to God that like I don't know. I feel like the more you stress, not like that. I'm like hoping to God that I don't I'm safe, everybody. Yes. But I mean the fact that like the more you stress about it, I feel like the later you are.
100%.
Oh my God.
We both were like 10 days late. It was the weirdest thing.
That is the only time I've ever taken a pregnancy test.
Really?
In December.
That's in your whole life?
Yes.
Oh my God. Me and Hannah are lunatics. We literally.
That shit's expensive.
Well, yeah. You just buy the like bag on Amazon and you get like 100 of them.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, anyways.
I probably owe you a couple of dollars.
Oh God, I'd never want to take a pregnancy test ever again in my entire life.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, me too.
Cole, you're getting your tubes tied.
He needs to. We literally
I
went
guess you only have one tube.
One? No, a vasectomy.
Yeah,
I don't think it's even a tube.
No. Well, it is kind of a tube.
He went for a consultation and then we had his appointment. We had to cancel it because he had a race. And he's like, I don't want to be sore at my race. And I was like, okay, well then cancel it. You need to reschedule it. And he's never rescheduled it. It's been 2 years now since Collins was
maybe
born.
we do. Oh my God.
Ow.
You have to tell a story about Cole knocking his teeth out.
Oh my God. How did I even forget that? You guys, this is how terrible of a fucking memory I have.
No, it was just a week.
Okay. So my birthday was Sunday.
Maybe he can get a vasectomy at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. How did I even forget about that? So Monday after my birthday, it was the 17th. It was St. Patrick's Day. And Cole had been outside working on his trailer all day. I was inside doing dishes. The kids were outside in the backyard playing. And all of a sudden, I had the back door open. I just hear Cole screaming bloody fucking
Maybe
murder.
we should insert not the video, just the sound. The
He's
sound of
like,
what Cole made.
And he runs inside. I run outside. He runs up to me and he's like, my teeth. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? There's blood literally everywhere.
It sounded like his arm got chopped off.
Yes, he was screaming. He comes inside and just starts spitting blood all over the counter. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Spit in the sink. And he's like, my teeth fell out. And he's like lifting his lips up. He's like, can you see my teeth? And I'm like, no, I'm not fucking
Morgan
looking
wouldn't
at your
look.
teeth. Like,
literally, Morgan would not look until they were at the hospital.
Zero desire to look at your fucking broken ass teeth. And he's spitting blood everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God. So I pick up the phone. I call his mom and I'm like, are you home? She's like, yeah, I literally just walked in the door. What's up? I'm like, Cole just knocked his fucking teeth out. Like, I need to come drop the kids off and take him to the hospital. Like, do I go to the dentist? Do I go to a hospital? Like ER? I don't even know.
Well, his like lip was like super split on both sides.
His whole lip on the top, like through, and then his bottom had like a huge hole in it.
Does he still have stitches in Kentucky?
They just fell out. Yeah, I actually FaceTimed him tonight and it looks so much better. Oh. Like, because it was all crusty and it was so gross.
They fall out?
Yeah, so anyways,
you don't cut him out?
Oh, I wish I had a photo of him. Just pitch black because he was polishing. So basically, he was polishing a piece of aluminum on the ground and the buffer caught it and like threw it up in the air. It was just like a long piece like this. It came up and hit him in the face. And he said that those things are like 4,000, I don't know what it's called, like how fast it goes, like 4,000
horsepower
RPMs
or
whatever it's called. And it came up and hit him in the face. And I'm like, thank God it didn't hit him in the fucking eye. And he said he was wearing sunglasses, but literally he comes inside pitch black. He's like, I'm going to go take a shower. I'm like, I don't really care like what you look like, or like, I don't think the ER nurse is going to care how fucking dirty you are. Like, we need to go. And at this point he had thought like all of his teeth were knocked out. And I was too scared to look. And so
Morgan still had not looked at this point.
He went in the bathroom and he broke, I don't even know what your teeth are called, but the one right next to your like two front big ones was cracked straight in half and was only holding on from his like permanent retainer. And then his bottom retainer got knocked out. And like he said, he spit his bottom retainer out outside, and then all of his like bottom teeth were loose, and then like some of the upper top ones, and then also like cut the entire inside of his mouth. So that is like his most painful thing right now, is he said that he has like huge sores all in the insides of his mouth. So
this guy was on the all soup diet.
Yeah,
mac and cheese and soup.
Went to the freaking ER. We were there till like midnight. I felt so bad for him. We were sitting in the ER, and I don't know why like people in the ER are just so foul. Like, they're fucking disgusting.
They went to kind of like more of a ghetto.
It was so gross.
In Deer Valley, and like the things you were telling me.
It was so gross. There was like this old man. I felt so bad for him. I don't know if he swallowed something or like something happened and he had something stuck in his throat. It sounded like, and he was literally just vomiting the whole fucking time. They gave him like something to make him throw up, and then he hadn't drank water in 2 days. I'm like, this guy seems like he's old enough to like be on like an emergency like IV, like
like get him in the back. Like, why is he
like, he's like, I haven't had water in 2 days. You guys aren't fucking helping me. Like, he was pissed. There's like all these big people in there just sick, and like nobody is like well taken care of. It's just, ERs are so disgusting.
I think you should give us a demonstration of the nurse.
Oh my God, the nurse. Oh my God, this girl was like tweaked out of her brains, like sprinting around, pointing at things, like running to one patient, running to the next patient, like literally arms flinging in the air, like the most dramatic running you could ever do. If she didn't have non-slip shoes on, she would have literally ate shit. Like, she was actually insane. And me and Cole are just staring at each other like, there's no way this is real right now.
Every time I've heard, like, knock on wood, I've actually never been to the ER.
Oh my God, it's fucking horrible.
But like one of my friends that lives in San Diego, he was like, there was just so many tweakers.
Yes. Homeless and just like gross.
And he was like, I literally thought I was in a loony bin. Yeah. He was like, what the hell? Like, I will go figure out my own problems.
Yeah.
Like,
I would definitely recommend urgent cares. Like, we've taken the kids to urgent cares for their stitches and stuff, and we are in and out of there in most of the time less than 30 minutes. So we just didn't know if Cole had like fractured anything in his face, so we wanted to go get like CT scan. He had a CT scan and everything was fine, but we were just nervous. We didn't know like what had happened.
Yeah, like
so
the extent.
We just wanted to go to the ER. But at like 11 o'clock I went into like the girls and I was like, you guys, we've been in here for so long, we haven't gotten seen by anybody, like we're gonna leave. And they were like, well, we just got CT scans back and we're just waiting to like stitch him up. And I'm like, okay, well,
can you hurry up?
Yeah. And they were in there in 5 minutes, stitched him up, and we were back home. And then the next day took him to the dentist, and he has to get 6 veneers now. So,
and that's how Morgan met her new mom friend.
Yeah, she is Cole's dentist. She is literally
well,
so
no,
sweet.
Cole
texts me. He's like, I'm gonna break my teeth more often.
He was like, I think I found my new dentist, and he pulls up her Instagram and shows us.
And we were like, oh my God,
like,
she's
oh, cool.
So
and then Morgan met her, and then she's like, let's be friends.
Yes. Oh my God, it worked out so perfectly. Yeah. But she is amazing. She's gonna fix all of his teeth, and we actually decided he's gonna do 8 veneers now because she can change the color of his teeth a little bit since they'll go further back. So that's what he's going to do.
And then Morgan's going to be next on the list.
Oh gosh, I don't want veneers. I just need Invisalign to fix this one crooked tooth. But I'm happy with everything else about my teeth. It's just that one freaking tooth. But on Sunday when I was with her, she was like, oh my God, make sure to tell him not to bite into anything. Because if he bites something and breaks that tooth off, like he's going to be screwed. He had to go get emergency root canal. Like it was horrible. Yeah. I felt so bad for him, and I had to work all day. I really hope you can't see my feet
in this video because my spray tan's coming off on him.
My spray tan is completely gone.
So I'm like hiding my feet.
What else? So yeah, that was traumatizing. But he's going to get all fixed up when we get home. And other than that, things have been pretty relaxed around here. Kason goes back to school tomorrow. He'll be with Grandma and Grandpa this weekend.
I know. I was trying to think if anything else has been crazy in my life.
How did I forget about that?
I don't know. It was traumatic. It was very traumatic.
I cleaned my whole house. Well, half of my house today. I mopped and cleaned up everything. It feels good. I have to finish packing tonight. I'm literally going to be like crazy tonight. I still have to make a couple hats to ship out. I have to pack up all of the 972 customs orders. I have to finish cleaning the bathroom. Oh my God. I have a lot of things to do. And here we are podcasting instead.
I know, with an energy drink. So that's for the best. What are we at?
26.
Yeah, I still have the most laundry in the world that I need to put away because I have no scrubs left. And this is the best part about living with your best friend. I started my load of laundry at 6 a.m. and then Morgan put it in the dryer. And then when I went into the
laundry room this morning, I was like, oh, the dryer's hot. And I'm like, oh, Maddie must have done laundry this morning. I'm like, that's so funny.
Because I have no scrubs left. And so I got home. I went to Pilates after work today and then went and got my nails done. They're looking sharp. They're like actually really sharp. Like Collins was like, ow. I was like, I'm sorry. I get square, but I don't really know. And then I got home at like 7. That took forever. So I got home. I like ate my leftover kava from yesterday after the airport. And then we went for the joyride. But I have to pack. So like, tomorrow I have Kelsey. So I'm going from work to my friend Allison's house in Gilbert, doing like pizza, dinner, espresso martinis, going to the show. It won't get over until 11, staying at her house in Gilbert, going to work on Wednesday. And then from work on Wednesday, I have to go back to Chandler because I've been doing laser hair removal at Quantum. It's like the aesthetics place down there, and it is so good. They do everything, and they have so many amazing memberships. Like they have like a $99 a month one, and it comes with like a free tan.
I'm shocked they don't have a Scottsdale location yet.
I know, but honestly, their memberships are absolutely insane. I'm probably butchering them, but they have like 4 different options. And so if you do like, you can get like a tan, teeth whitening, facial, laser hair, Botox, all that stuff. So I've done my filler through them. I've also done it through one of our friends, but I'm just going to get my Botox fixed up tomorrow by them or Wednesday. And then my laser. I've been doing full body laser. I've only done 1 session and my armpits are like gone, which is crazy.
That's crazy because it definitely took me like a full 6 sessions in my armpits to like see the full results.
I mean, I think like obviously to see full results, like I still have to shave, but like 2 weeks, like it's crazy. And I'm hoping that like by the summer I'll be like no hair.
A naked mole rat.
Naked mole rat. That's what I want to be.
I just got my Botox the other day and freeze my face. Freeze it. Just good. Nothing. I don't want to move it.
See, I like some movement.
No, I don't want to move it. I don't.
But I'm
too expressive.
I am too, and I feel like my patients like are like what? But like I haven't got it since like September when we went to her RV.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of our friends, Molly, she does like mobile filler Botox. So like if anyone ever needs like a mobile girl or like a party, like she is the best.
She's so good. She did my lips in September and I still get compliments to this day.
That's crazy. I cannot have filler. It leaves honestly, my body in a week.
My lips still look so good.
Yeah, no, they do.
I'm obsessed. I like looked at a photo from this weekend and I was like, I will literally never not have filler in my lips.
I wish it lasted longer on me, but I literally got my lips done one time in March and by May they were completely gone.
Yeah.
Like just dissolved.
I think I got them done for the first time June or July of 2023. I got a full syringe. Then I did a half and a half and a half. So, but like over 2 years.
Yeah.
That's not that much.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It lasts. And then Wednesday I'm coming back up here. And then, it's just going to be a lot of driving. So I'm packing for like the Kelsey concert, work on Wednesday, then going to my laser appointment. So I'm like, I really got to get this laundry put away tonight and trying to clean up my room before my mother comes on Friday. And on this episode, I will be giving Morgan PT advice on her legs.
Yeah, literally, I'm like a fucking wreck right now. I worked out the other day. I worked out so hard that my fucking arm feels like it's asleep because it's so sore.
That's actually called the Bacotti sign when you have your arm like this and it relieves your symptoms.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'll be just like this.
Be the Bacotti.
Relaxing because my arm fucking hurts.
Usually if I'm like an impingement in your shoulder, but
I did like a shopping haul the other day and then I forgot to post it, but I bought some new bikinis. I really need like some good bikini brands.
I know. I've been struggling with bikinis. I'm getting targeted on TikTok, but I'm like, I've also just been buying a lot of TikTok shop things lately.
Yeah. I bought a new jacket.
But I can't tell if it's like, someone's just paid to do it or it's actually good.
That's kind of what I kind of feel about these ones that I got. And then when I looked at like where it came from, they literally came from fucking China. So I'm like, okay, this is annoying. I don't know if I could ship them back. And they didn't come with like the panty liners in them. And you know how like you have to return shit with them in there. So I emailed them and I was like, hey, I didn't want to try these on without like the panty liners in it because I want to be able to return it. And he's like, well, do you want a different size? And I'm like, no, I just don't like it. Like, I don't like how it fit.
How much were they?
I think I paid $120 for 2 suits. So not
terrible,
worst, but like I don't want them.
Yeah.
The one was like the diaper butt. It was so big.
Yeah,
the blue floral one.
It was horrible.
Huge.
It was horrible.
I don't know why it was so big. It did not look like that. You should try the red one.
It was really cute.
Smaller top probably. The top's like a little too big for me. I should have gone
medium. My big old titties. I don't know if I think they'll fit in there.
No, but
okay. So we're gonna do a fun little segment because we're trying to like we did a lot of get to know us questions and stuff, but I always just laugh at this Facebook group. It's like, are we dating the same person? And so I'm going to read some of these like where they're like ask for advice or whatever. I'm going to read them and then we're just going to discuss what we would do. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm eating my favorite candy. Easter egg robin eggs.
Basically Whoppers. Who the hell? Like Whoppers are the first thing I give away at Halloween. My dad's favorite.
My dad too.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right. My boyfriend's mom offered to cover a trip for him and I to go anywhere of his choice for his birthday. She'll be paying for the stay. This was 3 months ago and I've been planning for this and even took time off and bought my ticket. We wanted to visit his mom in Phoenix and fly out from there. Fast forward to 3 days to the trip. He tells me he made an executive decision to ask for something else for his birthday and we will be covering the stay for our trip. I told him he should have talked to me first as this will affect me financially and I wasn't prepared for this. He replied with, "It is my birth, I decide." I told him I will no longer be going with him to Miami as I wasn't prepared financially. Am I overreacting?
Yes.
She's
if
overreacting?
If you can't fucking afford to go on a trip, don't go on a trip.
But then she's not overreacting.
She's
saying,
if she couldn't afford to pay for it herself, she shouldn't be going.
No matter what.
No.
Yeah.
You can't rely on someone else to pay for your fucking shit.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like someone else's mom paying for you to guys to go on a trip.
Which is like, yeah, it's like nice if that's a birthday trip, but like the mom should have paid for it like right off the bat. She shouldn't have paid for it and then thought to get reimbursed.
Yeah, I feel like that's so awkward though, because I would be pissed. Like that kind of happened with my birthday trip where it was like planned. Oh my God, yeah, we're gonna go do all these crazy things, and then like it kind of was falling through the cracks, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go book my own hotels, and if you want to come.
Exactly.
And it was like a really fun trip, and everything was great. But like, I don't know, if you can't do it yourself, like don't expect someone else to do it for you.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the girl's a little bit in the wrong, but I mean, they should have for sure talked about it.
Like, it's my birth.
Well,
I decide.
He seems a little selfish.
Yeah. And like 3 days before not telling her.
Yeah. I wonder, like, there's clearly more to the story.
Yeah. There always is. All right. Next one. I just met a guy. We get along really good. I enjoy his company. Last night, he told me that he stays in touch with all his old girlfriends and still takes them out to dinner and talks with them. And if it's a problem for me, then we won't work out. To me, this makes me feel like he would always have one foot out the door. Has anyone else encountered this?
I feel like you kind of encountered this.
I do feel like I have encountered this.
Yeah. No.
You don't like it?
No.
I feel like I am the other girl for one of my friends, and they probably hate me for it.
Okay, but the last guy that you were talking to, like, had girlfriends, and we never met those so-called girlfriends.
Yeah.
And that was just fucking weird.
Yeah. I feel like it's different. Like, I mean, with the last person, like, he brought it up pretty early on. Like, oh, I've always had girls who are friends, but they're, like, hot, blonde Instagram models that have, like, 200,000 followers, and they do, like, bottle service.
Yeah.
So that made me, like, I don't know. I was, like, a little uncomfortable. But, again, like, with one of my guy friends, like, I feel like I'm that girl. Like, we're always going out and doing stuff, and then he'll, like, bring a date along and they meet me and they're probably like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But it's like early on they actually meet me. It's not like, oh, this like so-called friend and then like going and staying in a hotel with them and then, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you have like, you know, but that's different. Those are like your guys' friends.
Yeah. We have like a lot of girlfriends, but
yeah. I mean, I would be a little like the whole like, I don't know, going on like taking them to dinner dates. I feel like
that's fucking weird. Why are you taking another girl on a dinner date
and not like inviting me? Like, why can't we all be friends?
But why are you taking another girl on a date anyways?
Yeah,
that's not normal.
No, unless it's like your sister or your cousin or something.
Or no, family.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're in the wrong. I think you should very much meet these people and make your own decision, and then you figure it out.
Agreed.
All right, 2 more. If you're dating a man for 5 months, you offer to pick up items but never get reimbursed. He never calls you by your name, something nice like honey or baby. When you sleep when you sleep overnight, his dog does not give you enough room to sleep, and he doesn't make the dog sleep elsewhere. And this whole time, the only nice thing he has to say is that you look nice a few times. Am I wrong to think that most women are not going to put up with this even though the sex is good and you're pretty sure that he is not seeing any other woman?
I would just turn around and walk away.
Literally. Like 5 months and he doesn't pick up anything?
Yeah, no.
And he says you look nice? Yeah. Hell no. You need someone to kiss your feet, tell the dog to get a dog bed, or like sleep somewhere else, because
that's crazy.
Honestly, that's one of my biggest pet peeves when people like don't have well-behaved animals. Mm-hmm. And I got this from one of our friends. But he was like, I honestly liked this girl, but she had the worst dog ever. And he was like, I just had the ick, like completely had the ick because of the way she like trained her dog, and it was so poorly done. And now I'm like, I see that. Like, one, I can't imagine another person coming in and meeting my dogs that I no longer have. But like, because Murphy is not well behaved.
He's crazy.
Murphy is crazy and will bite your hand like a shark. I taught him that. But I mean, like, I don't know, like if I like met someone and like their dog was like nipping at me, like I would be like immediately no. But I know most people like, you know, will like defend their dog.
Yeah.
But you can't have a shitty dog.
No. Or a shitty boyfriend that tells you
you
look nice.
You look nice sometimes over 5 months. Fuck no. Next. All right, last one. Dating someone with a past porn addiction. I notice he masturbates in the middle of the night, and sometimes I wake up to hearing him moaning, but then makes it seem like I'm going crazy. I thought it was like a childhood past thing, coming into age, but should I be worried?
Is she like catching him and then he's pretending like he's not doing it?
Yeah. Like maybe he's like sleeping, you know,
I don't even
wet
know what
dreams.
to say.
I don't know.
My knee hurts so bad. I don't know how to get comfortable. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That would be a no for me.
I literally would have to say absolutely not.
Like one time you'd be like, question it. But if that continued to happen
several times,
absolutely not.
No,
like you need to go to
he
therapy.
Needs to go to therapy.
and end scene. Therapy, answer, cut. Like, honestly, I have really experienced, like, I've been going to therapy, and now that I'm like, you know, talking to people, and like when you date someone that is going to therapy as well, it is so different than someone that's like, oh, I've been to therapy, or oh yeah, like I talk to my friends and stuff about it. But like someone that's like actually emotionally intelligent is truly a whole different species of human. This guy needs to go to therapy.
All right, we are going to end this episode at that. We hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and
we have a lot to do tonight too before the rest of this week. Yes. So,
and hopefully we'll be back next week.
We're trying to get a couple guests lined up. So if you guys have anyone that you're like, I would love for you guys to interview, just send us a DM, and we would love to get them on.
We would love to get some other people on, because we're like, you guys are probably getting tired of listening to us talk about.
Everyone thinks we're funny.
Our week and.
But, you know, we'll get some guests on and we'll answer your guys' questions with them.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.